This video is to break down dog anxiety to something that might be a little bit more digestible. So there's a number of reasons a dog may be anxious. We can go through a few now that I've worked on over the last year. It could be trauma for the dog. If a dog is in pain for an extended period of time, let's say it's uncomfortable because of digestive issues for a year, or I had a dog that got stung by bees and had complications for that. And so reactivity came and anxiety came through the form of associating everything in its life with the pain that it was in. So that's a more rare of a case. What's more common is a case like Pepper, and you can hear her potentially starting to cry, labored breathing, shaking. She barks a lot, and the reactivity has come in the house where she has been attacking her housemate. And there is a number of things with pack dynamics that we won't get into, but the housemate, the dog that she lives with, is really calm, easygoing, but sometimes incurs on her space around the owner. When the owner is not present, the dogs are fine. When the owner is present, the dog isn't fine. So that's one issue that Pepper has. But the main force of that issue, the reason that she has so much anxiety around her owner, is a misplaced job. This is a massive cause. This is a massive cause of anxiety at this level. So it starts with no self-confidence. Pepper, hey baby. It starts with no self-confidence. It starts with not having done hard things in her life, right? Mental stimulation she has because her owner trains her. She teaches her tricks, roll over, lay down, etc. Really an intelligent dog. But Pepper believes that her job is to claim the space around the people in her life. Not necessarily protection, but it's my space and I'm going to enforce these rules, right? So her pack is as big as her owner's radius. And so as they move around their home, fights can happen at a moment's notice, seemingly out of nowhere, but it's not out of nowhere, right? This anxiety could be construed as separation anxiety, but it really comes down to the fact that Pepper has not had clear rules and boundaries in her life, and she hasn't been taught that being on her own is not only acceptable, but a very valuable thing. So I talk a lot about value in my training programs, making something valuable. Dogs, when they're in a state of mind like Pepper's in right now, she often gets rewarded in this state of mind at home because we'll do things like, it's okay, and pet the dog, trying to comfort the animal. The problem with that is that Pepper sees that as a reward. And when dogs find something valuable, they will mimic the state of mind they were in and the behavior that they did to recreate the scenario that got them the reward in the first place. So treating anxiety is a patience game. It's a confidence game. And I can understand why people would put their dog on medications to help fix this. The problem is that it doesn't work. And I'm not going to say that in every case it doesn't work. There are extenuating circumstances. But for the most part in my career, I have taken many dogs off of medication to live a much more fulfilled life because we address the underlying issue. Pepper needs confidence. We need to push her a little bit when she's ready through obedience, having her work for her rewards, and then when she gets into a state where we have basic obedience, this state of mind can never be rewarded again. There are times she relaxes and calms down out of probably pure exhaustion. Those are the moments that we capitalize on and that we reward heavily with something she loves the most. And if it's love from her owner, that's the only time she gets it. Dogs have a superpower to let go of things that don't serve them well. If we continually foster this state of mind by saying, it's okay, or you're scared, you can go sit and crate, I'll close the door. If she's never given the opportunity to learn that the world isn't as scary as she believes it to be, she's never going to get out of this cycle. And it's going to be a life that we perpetuate for her. So her training plan is very simple. Basic obedience. I need to teach her what leash pressure means first. So we want to be fair and build a language with the dog so that we're working together. I want to work with Pepper. I don't want to force her to do things that she doesn't want to do. I want to show her that she can do hard things, and it's very rewarding when she does that. So she's with me for 3 weeks. I will shoot a video after her 3 weeks is over, and I will explain and show her level of confidence after that, because right now it's nothing but crying, shaking, freaking out, howling, barking, and now attacking her housemate. And if we remove the owner, which is a big piece of this, but another big piece of this is going to be training the owner in how to handle her dog now when she comes home, to not bring this state of mind back, right? Shh. Thank you. It's as simple as saying, I will provide your confidence for a little while until you build up your own confidence, but I'm here for you, and we're going to do really hard things together. And then I'm going to reward at the right time when her mind is more calm, when she's in the beginning. It comes down to waiting and being very patient, putting her in a difficult situation, waiting, having calm energy, being there for her. When she relaxes, reward her heavy, take her for a walk, give her food that she enjoys, give her some affection if she enjoys it. So we have to identify what motivates her, and then we give her that thing when she calms down. And that's where the patience game comes in. We want everything right now as people, right? Our attention span is less than 8 seconds, so we want the quick fix. Let's pop some pills into her. This will just be the dog that she is. I hear that all the time. I hear this from vets often. Meet the dog where they're at. Those are all valid things that can be done, but it won't fix this. Fixing this is going to say, we got to do hard things together, and I have to be patient and wait for you to come along and see that they're a valuable thing to do. Nothing in our lives has ever been done without pressure that was worthwhile, whether it's taking a college exam, whether it's getting a college degree, getting a high school diploma, going into the military, you name it. Those are all social pressures. There's pressure on you to perform, and when it's done correctly and people are there to guide you and help you, and then eventually you learn, you feel accomplished. We can do the same thing with dogs. We can show them that they are capable of doing things that scare them. We just have to be there. We just have to be there for them the whole way through, and eventually stop showing them the answers to the test and let them figure out problems. Empower them that they have control over their own life, and it's not just me telling her what to do. It's not me forcing her into good obedience. It's working with her so that she sees it was her idea and her own abilities that brought her out of this state of mind. So I hope that this helps. Anxiety is much more fixable than I believe is construed in the training world. And I'm going to show that with a little bit of work with Pepper. Cheers.